Hello, hello. Let me open up the curtains a little bit more. Is that going to be a little too bright? Maybe. No, we're good. We're good. How's everybody today? I hope you have your tea and coffee, whatever you're drinking. Hey, Bonnie. Hello, Alvaro, Erica, Cal. Have I missed anybody? Delusion Dispeller. Interesting name. Well, hello, everybody. I hope you have your coffee, tea, drink. I don't know. Everybody's got different hours around the world. So, get comfy and let's chat. It's TGIS. Thank God it's Sherry. Hello, Hot Pink Jalapeno. Hello, Farrah Leaky Faucet. Sorry. Coffee rolling. Hi, Bruce. Hello, Anna. I love the Ms. S. Awesome. So cool. Thank you. Well, I welcome everybody here. Thanks for joining. I'm glad you could take some time out of your day and life to join us for some chatting and coffee and talk, tea and talk, coffee and chat. Hey, Caroline. Hello, Jackie from the Liverpool across the pond. Interesting. Well, hello. Hello, Jonah. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully well. Hello, Aries. So I've mailed off the bracelets, gone off to Denise Reed, and I also sent a cute little thank you card to Chica. So I felt really my heart was and I was just super, super happy to do it, actually. We kind of had to come to an agreement before she'd even let me do anything. So it was really good. Hey, Chica. Love ya. My channel showed up on your feed. Nice, Alvaro, aka Tico. All right. Well, I'm happy to have you join. I hope you hit the subscribe button while you're here and throw up a like sign if you're enjoying the moment, we'll say. Hey, Percy. Momo's watching. Yeah, I don't think that's very funny, though. In all honesty, it's been all over the news, you guys. And for those of you that maybe perhaps haven't heard about it, it's, pretty scary thing to happen for your children to happen to see or watch with, threats and suicide and horrible images and whatever. It's not completely fake, clearly, or it wouldn't be everywhere. But anyways, and a child actually has seen it, and there's been other people who have seen it, so it can't be entirely fake. Perhaps a little bit of it, but it's 100% disgusting that anybody even thought this would be funny or anything, but whatever. To each their own. We will all meet our maker one day. It's not my place to judge, right? So hello, Shannon. Erica, you're back. Welcome. Well, I'm glad you're back. Yeah, and children don't understand fake. That's true. That's very true. I mean, seriously, Percy, would you want your son to stumble across something like that? Or someone cuts into, his channel and they are asking him to kill you and turn on your stove while everybody sleeps and stuff? Like, that's a little bit heinous. Like, what the fiddle is wrong with the world that something like that happened? You know what I mean? Well, I mean, I think it also could be used as a very good learning tool. Absolutely. So good choice on that, at least to show them what it's about and strengthen them through this, adversity that's a little bit heinous. Hey, Kara, how are you? So I'm not sure how many of you guys all got to go through the disclosure document from the Chris Watts case, but I wanted to spend a minute and sort of let you guys know the outline of that table and context of the the outline. Hey, Tina Kelly, how are you? Yeah, everybody hit the like. Yes. If I could just get my words together properly, this is what happens when I start reading a little bit as I'm freaking talking. Like I got to do one or the other. You know what I mean? I got to just and read or keep talking. One or the other. You couldn't read the whole 2000? Well, I mean, it was like 1960 pages, but yeah, like pretty much 2000, you know. I look like snack. What is that? Hello, Christopher Andrew. Okay, so you know the table of context of how this Watts file lined out and what's sort of in it. This is going to be kind of like a little page for for what page for description. Let's just call it that. Okay, crying out loud! If I could just get my words out straight. Percy says, if you raise your children right, they'll know better. That is true, but that doesn't mean that they aren't influential due to their age, right? So, and we, as adults have to protect them. So that's how I see that anyway. It's heartbreaking for what happened to Shanann and the beautiful babies. I agree, Shannon. I agree. Oh, you're cute. Well, thank you, Percy. All right, so pages 5 to 63, you guys, was just the police notes for Shanann Watts. Page 52 to 55 was texts from Shanann Watts to the babysitter on, failing marriage and stuff. It says page 81 was the picture of the burial site, and then nearly 200 pages of interviews from police and reporters. And then pages 287 to 312 was, interview with Chris Watts' coworker about him and how he was acting with Shanann Watts when she went missing and his marriage. Okay. 313 to 329 was the interview with Shanann Watts's friends who give details about Chris Watts and Shanann Watts's bad marriage. Okay. And then 330 to 336 was the interview with Nicole Kessinger about the relationship with Chris Watts. 371 to 372 is the interview with Chris Watts's father about the upcoming baby and marriage. Then we've got 389 to 393 was the interview with Chris Watts's boss about Chris Watts and the burial site. And 397 to 408 was the interview with Shanann Watts's friends about Shanann Watts's home life and their marriage. 410 to 411 is the search of the bedroom. 416 to 419 is the interview with Chris Watts's friend at work, Troy McCoy. 422 to 424 is police search work site find bodies. 426 to 429 is interview with Shanann Watts's friend, many details on the bad marriage. Texts between Shanann and friends about Chris Watts was 430 to 450. And then 452 to I'm that must be a typo. Okay, whatever. So the text is between Shanann Watts' friends and Chris Watts after disappearing was 430 to 452. Okay, and then 466 was the middle of the investigation where Chris Watts chats about his fantasy football with friends. 474 to 480 was the interview with Nicole Kessinger, the second one, right? And then 474, no, I just said that one. Sorry, you guys. 493 to 495 was the interview with Chris Watts' supervisor about the GPS on the work truck. 501 to 510 was the first interview with Nicole Kessinger, but there was like the third document about the start of the affair. Okay. And then 513 to 532 is full polygraph of Chris Watts. 532 to 544 was Chris Watts's polygraph interview and confession. 548 pages to 554 was the recovery of the bodies. And then 561 to 566 was texts between Shanann and friends about their marriage troubles. 574 to 577 was the interview with Nicole Kessinger, which was, a fourth entry about the affair, especially nearing the time of the murders. And then 591 to 592 was interviews with Shanann Watts' ex-husband about the life insurance policies. 594 to 599 was the interview with the realtor. And 601 to 609 was the interview with Shanann Watts' family. Pages 615 to 619 was text between Nicole Kessinger and Chris Watts and an interview with Nicole Kessinger. They talked to her a fifth time. 633 to 637 text between Nicole Kessinger and friends about sex life with Chris Watts / the affair is where you can find that. Pages 652 to 672 was the alleged affair with Chris Watts, the man. So we're talking about Trent Bolt, right? Everything regarding that is in section 652 to 672. So if you're somebody who thought that was perhaps real, you can certainly go back and check that and see all the details for yourself and what they said and stuff, Pages 680 to 681 was Chris Watts's CPR certifications that, he says he didn't resuscitate his daughters in, so he had CPR training, but he didn't use it. And then pages 701 to 716 are the complete rundown of the search of the Chris Watts home and recovery of the bodies. Pages 726 to 815 was the letters from fans to Chris Watts in jail, mostly women professing their love for him. Pages 816 to 821 was the letters from Shanann Watts to the cops about Shanann Watts' terrible relationship with Chris Watts' mother and a bad recent incident, involving one of the daughter's allergies, okay? Pages 883 to 931 was the full autopsy of all three deaths by asphyxiation in each case. And then pages 942 to 948 was the interview with Nicole Kessinger about Chris Watts' failing marriage, that he badmouthed Shanann Watts a lot. Pages 1037 to 1155 was the FBI interviews with Chris Watts. And then pages 1156 to pages 1159 was Chris Watts' confession and details on how he killed Shanann Watts. Page 1190 to 1200 was the reports from jail on Chris Watts' day-to-day as an inmate. And then page 1262 to 1271 was the email from Shanann Watts' mother about the marriage disagreements with Chris Watts' parents. Page 1272 to 1274 was friend details, Chris Watts' shady behavior and Shanann Watts' went missing and stuff. And then page 1359 to 1550 was more letters sent by fans to Chris Watts in jail. Page 1581 to 1602 was phone data from Chris Watts, Nicole Kessinger, and Shanann Watts' phone on the day of Shanann Watts' disappearance, including searches. Including search history, messages, and health app data from all three people. I just wanted to check the comments. Sorry, guys. I know I got into reading all of this because I really want to give you a good breakdown. And so if you're somebody who, found the document to be quite huge and you maybe just wanted certain parts of it, this is at least timelined and in order. And then you can go to the certain sections you'd like to have more information on, Hey, Clary. Love you, honey. I'm so glad you're here. I'm reading, the breakdown of the discovery document. Basically, it's a quick way for you guys to reference a certain, area you'd like to read up on. Hey, Bunny the Bear. I missed you on the draw date. We were hoping to see you there, but that's okay. I understand people get busy too. So, hello, Trebe. So I'm just reading these in case people had a difficulty trying to figure out where to find what. And I mean, we're almost done. So, all right. So pages 1710 was friends detailing last meal with Shanann Watts on Sunday and the marriage to Chris Watts. Page 1712 to 1717 was the woman, not Nicole Kessinger, alleges the aggressive Tinder hookup with Chris Watts in March. And then pages 1886 was texts, phone details from Chris Watts's phone. Apparently, Chris Watts and Nicole Kessinger both deleted a lot of the texts, right? We know that. The following pages are full of messages on Chris Watts's phone, Nicole Kessinger's phone, and Shanann Watts's phone from May to August, deleted or not. So pages 1893 is Chris Watts hides the nude photos of Nicole Kessinger on his phone. And then pages 1893, Chris Watts hides, oh, sorry, I just said that one. Sorry, you guys. 1896, Nicole Kessinger searches, man I'm having an affair with will leave his wife. And pages 899, Nicole Kessinger and Chris Watts go on a camping trip together as he tells Shanann Watts he's hiking alone. Page 1905, Shanann Watts sends long rant to Chris Watts because of the whole, peanut debacle, and how he has changed. And then pages 1911 is Nicole Kessinger searching for marrying your mistress. And page 1913 is the doll photo with Chris Watts sends Shanann Watts the picture of the doll with the sheet over it, claiming one of the kids had done it. But in all actuality, we now think that that was a warning or something, right? Page 1918, Nicole Kessinger searches how to prepare for anal sex. She and Chris Watts have a date, August 2nd, 2 days before murder. Okay. Pages 1927, Chris Watts calls his daughter's school and to say that they won't be going anymore. He then looks up Battery by Metallica, lyrics, cannot kill the battery. Sorry, guys. And then the final pages are a lot of notes and stuff like that, okay? All right, so I'm glad we had a chance to talk about that and outline that for anybody who maybe had issues trying to get through that. That might help you a little bit, timeline what you want to follow, what you would like to look up or even read. Hello, E. Blackburn, how are ya? Hi, Sunkissed. So, anybody have any thing they'd like to add about that, or would you like to carry on, move on to the next subject type thing? Who thinks that the information coming out about Chris Watts is going to be new information or not? I know that I've had some messages from people who are saying, that they think it's going to be something that's already, in there. However, there's proof in the visitor's log of the police going to visit Chris. So they were there on February 19th, is what I know. And that would be, February 18th. Did I say that or did I say the 19th? I don't know why. If I said the 19th, I didn't mean to. I meant to say the 18th. So detective, or if I don't know if he's a detective or a sergeant, but Dave Bomer and then Graham Coder and Tammy Lee. And they're on the visitor's log, of course, visiting Chris Watts, 8:30 in the morning. And, supposedly there's going to be some information that comes out more as to why and how he killed Shanann Watts and the girls. So, I'd love to know what you guys think. Yeah, is that what you think, Yvette? Not going to be new info. It's going to be something old. But I mean, why would they be at the police at the prison then, right? Visiting him at 8:30 in the morning, which you can see from the logs. It's probably going to be details he didn't share previously, you think, Clary? Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if he's going to provide any new information. We're going to find out as it goes public from CBI, FBI, and the county on March 7th, Yeah, you don't see, that was my question, right? Is how does anybody know how honest he's being anymore at this point because of how many lies has actually come out of his mouth, right? Well, regardless if he found Jesus, that's really between him and Jesus, that's really not for us to judge or I mean whatever, right? That's just not for us to judge. That's how I feel about that, it's almost no point talking about it. It's between him and God. I don't know. We don't know his heart. We don't know how sincere or genuine he is. So that is truly just between him and God. You don't think it'll be anything new, delusional dispeller? No. Only Sunkiss says only good is if lost his mind, but not happening. NK's father connects, probably let him know in jail that he better open his mouth to get the public heat and hate off of her. Interesting. That's a good, perhaps that's, something plausible. I could see that. I don't know. It's been so many months now, Caroline. I don't think there would be any validity to a pregnancy being Chris Watts's at this point. I don't know. I don't know. Turned to religion and requested to speak to the police. Yeah, maybe that's what happened, right? Not judging, telling you why he called the interview. Perhaps, where you just want to clear your conscience and admit your guilt or your wrongdoing and move on. Perhaps, right? Hilgary Hughes. This will share new evidence. They will share new evidence with him. Perhaps. Saw it broke down last night. It's probably. Mm-mm. I'm not following you, Dee Dee. I'm not understanding what you're trying to say, but that's okay. Sometimes it's difficult to get the entire meaning of our conversation through on a text. You can't hear the tone of voice or anything, or fill in those small words to make it make sense. So, none of ya. I think he will admit to killing the girls, but he will ask for the death penalty. I don't think that would even necessarily be upheld, because there's only one person in the entire state of Colorado that's ever been put to death. So I don't think that the death penalty is suddenly going to come out and that's going to make this all better or something. I don't know. Well, Marina, the case is not a hoax. Not at all, not by far. Queenie Q, as a detective told me they were not there on Chris Watts' suggestion to clear his mind. He claims there is definitely new info about someone else. Interesting, Queenie. Interesting. Mm, maybe he wanted time out of his stuffy environment for funsies, as many murderers are known to do. Yeah, I understand boss applesauce, but let's hope that this is, that he really does have something to say and add to clear all of this up, right? Yeah, Susan, I thought you perhaps meant NK. Hey, hola, Laura. How are you doing, honey? Yeah. Yeah. Well, we think we all know at this point. I mean, it's true that you can't have, too many coincidences before you start asking questions about what this could really be about and is there more to it and whatnot. Hi, Heather. Old soul Maggie. Yeah, no, it's definitely not a hoax case and all of that stuff. There's no way. So if it's lies and more blaming of Shanann, there's no way they'd release garbage. Yeah, that's true. I believe that that is also true for sure. Tress. Why do you think Shanann Watts' family was notified of the interview and not the Watts? Perhaps to seek permission in order to release some of the information that perhaps has a lot to do with their daughter, the victim and the victim's family in this case. And I mean, let's face it, we all saw how victimized the Watts family felt about the loss of their grandchildren, which really wasn't very much, right? So, I mean, to go to the perpetrator's family and ask for permission about anything to do with the kids, it just makes no logical sense at all. They would obviously go over to, the victim's family and seek permission for release of information there. Mm. Yeah, Kelly, he sure did get a lot of fan mail. That's true. Mm-mm-mm. Next time, bring a note if you're late. You're funny. That's funny. According to the da, 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 da. I don't think they'd be able to backtrack into a trial at this point. So no, I don't think that that's what's going to happen. I strongly feel like this is information, that's to do with the victims. Yeah, they sure didn't act like it, Boss Applesauce. Just saying that they seem to feel more victimized at the legal process that happened with their son than they were at the loss of their grandchildren. So, and I think a lot of us noticed that just in the victim impact statement moment that was in court, that was live televised. Everybody could see, how much they cared and focused on, the fact that they were losing their son to the judicial system in a sense, versus the fact that they will never see their grandchildren. So, Everything anyone says right now is purely speculation. Yes. Yeah, just when everything starts to die down, of course. Like we called this happening though back, when he was getting transferred jails, right? We were all kind of like done talking about it and nobody really wanted to hear anything unless there was some sort of, crude jailhouse justice. And I mean, I actually am not somebody that's like all for somebody hurting another person. So I really, I don't even feel like that's my place. You know what I mean? Lupe, which people in the driveway? Are you talking about the neighbors in one of the footage where police showed up because there was, people in the house and they wanted to verify if they were allowed to be there and they had to get clearance and they had to get names? Is that the people you're wondering about? Because it's more than certainly just neighbors from the area that were concerned and they gathered in order to chat about the details. You know what I mean? How many people were coming by and dropping off stuffed animals and flowers and stuff from further out than even in the area. um, you know it was pretty cool actually. Somebody came by to the Watts home and asked if they could take the bears as donation in order to make them into like blankets for sick children, and I was just like, that's a wicked cause for something that's happened so heinous. Along with the NICO law, where, fetuses are now recognized as, human beings. And, there's a law that now that honors this, you know what I mean? If this sort of ever happened to another pregnant woman, it would, as bad as this was that this has all happened, it definitely had some small positive moments. And I mean, look how many people were brought together by this family from all around the world, right? So, discussing it is, in my opinion, has brought us closer together. Catherine Harvey says Cindy Watts is still spewing her hatred towards Shanann. Why did Ronnie do that interview and say he does not believe Chris Watts killed the girls? These people are so in denial about what Chris Watts did. Yeah, and I mean, I guess that's their prerogative. We really can't judge. We could just sort of pray for them and hope that they one day understand the severity of what he's done. You know what I mean? There's never an excuse to take somebody's life. You know what I mean? So you can leave. You can, you know what I mean? Even if it's going to cost you, you can leave. But I guess some people don't want to have to pay for that financially or emotionally. Um, you know, I don't know. It's sad that things went the way that they did. Absolutely, though. Mm-mm-mm. Heather Lane, his parents are awful, but it is still their son. And I think denial is the way they are dealing with it. Just your feeling. Yeah. And I mean, it is their son, right? I mean, I've told you guys if any of my kids did something so heinous, I would still, support and visit them in a sense, but I would not condone what they did in any way, shape, or form. I mean, it's not okay to hurt somebody or, murder or rape or whatever. So honestly, like, yes, I would be there and understand, I just don't think I would have chosen that exact route of dealing with it. But how can we know unless you've been through it, right? So I don't know where you got that kind of information, Nanya, but on all accounts, it doesn't just seem to be that they had that type of lifestyle. So what's up says New York doesn't think that. I don't know what you're saying. Well, I think, abortion is a whole nother freedom choice. It's not something that I would ever do. And as far as I know, if you have one abortion on your first pregnancy, I think it lessens your chances by like 75% of getting pregnant again. So, excuse me. You read about the new law? Well, and I thought it was honorable for them to do for her family. I think it gives them hope that that this didn't just happen for nothing. You know what I mean? I mean, as sad as it is, and we all have to deal with it, and it feels like a loss for the world, at least there's some smidgen of good that came from it, in my opinion. Mm. It's available. What's available to the public, Clary? It was their grandkids. Why didn't they go to the funeral? Yeah. Well, I could imagine that they perhaps didn't feel wanted, and it was already disclosed that they weren't around for the birthday, and how much issues happened in North Carolina in the short amount of time that they were visiting out there with the nut thing that happened. So I would imagine there was quite a bit of distance, you know what I mean? That they just perhaps did not feel wanted. I was unaware that there was some places that were doing abortions up until the day of birth. I've never heard of that ever. I don't know. And in all honesty, it's seriously not something I even want to research or read about or look into. I don't judge anybody who makes the decision, but for crying out loud, if you have carried that child to term, the least you could fricking do is don't donate it and adopt it out to a family that can't have kids. Like, to kill it at that stage is absolutely the most mind-boggling thing that I've ever fricking heard. And here in Canada, once you reach like 15 weeks, you're no longer qualified. You can't even go and get one. It's against the law. So I'm like baffled that there are places at all that are doing this all the way up in the third trimester, when everything is developed and they could just give birth and adopt out the baby. Like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Excuse my language, but holy cow, what is wrong with people that they cannot logically see that if they brought it that far, finish it? Like, oh my goodness, whatever. That's my point of view on it. That's how I feel about it. But to each their own. You know what I mean? So that's crazy. Excuse me. Yeah, that's truly disgusting about abortion. I mean, you're talking like that's just whatever. I don't even want to talk about it anymore because that's just upsetting, to be honest. It really is. It's just stupid. See, I unlooped the footage of, Chris Watts loading the kids or whatever, you guys, he did this through the garage. So the only camera that would have even possibly caught any of this would have been the ones inside the home. You know what I mean? Of footage that we're not going to see. Like, so, and I took out the extra pieces and pinned it all together for you guys. He did spend quite a bit of time actually with his truck parked there. It's no wonder the entire neighborhood noticed because, I mean, he sat there for like good 15 minutes kind of thing. Yeah, I'm all for women's rights, but come on, like full term, you could at least finish your job at that point and, like adopt out the baby. I say donate, but you know what I mean? Like, just. Yeah, it is a controversial subject that is off topic and upsetting. You are right about that, old soul Maggie. It's a sensitive topic too. Like, I believe that there's probably certain situations that would honor doing something like that in a sense, but like, to each their own. It's not my place to judge, but come on, full term, like, geez whiz. It doesn't take, even a little bit of common sense to know what you could do, what your options would be at that point. Different neighbor has footage, right? Perhaps Chica chilled, hey? Burr, you're saying thanks to government. Well, freedom of choice and all of that kind of stuff, and allowing people to, decide for themselves, right? Trauma llama, look at those who are passing the laws, who are responsible. They are blood sacrifices as well as organ harvesting. Well, again, obviously there is a black market. We all know that, and there's all kinds of stupid, ridiculous things and heinous things that are sold on it, but let's be realistic here. You know what I mean? The only thing that made this freaking case famous was Chris Watts getting on national television pleading for his wife and kids to come home. That's the only thing that made this freaking case as famous as it was. Otherwise, it would have just been, another family that got annihilated by their, the man of the house, and that's it. Nobody would have even probably known about it. But he went and stuck his ass out on camera. I was like, I need my family back. I miss them, with a big scratch on his neck, and not acting like he cared at all or concerned. He was just looked like he was in shock or something. Like, so unbelievable that he was even, in dire stress and need of help of finding them. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, it's right. You're right, April. No matter what your political background is. Lisa Patterson says we have to address not getting pregnant. There are thousands of birth control out there. That's a good topic too, right? I mean, take care of yourself and know, uh, you know, know your abilities and whatnot. If you cannot bring a child to term, then yeah, you should take the proper precautions, right? Full-term abortion, isn't that practically killing an unborn? Well, that's what I mean, Darren Maria Veal, whatever. Sorry, you have a very long name. And I don't even know how to pronounce all of it. I'm not going to lie. But that's the point. That's what we're at. That's what we're kind of talking about, right? I mean, here in Canada, you can't do that. It's illegal. Like, you cannot go for an abortion at all after like 15 weeks. Your ability to have that choice is removed at that point. So, that's an interesting concept, Old Soul Maggie. I don't know. Yeah, but I mean, he's never going to get out from the life sentences that he does have, right? Chica, that's who I was saying that to. If they made a movie about Chris Watts' murder, would Chris Watts receive any money? Not that I don't believe so, Tina Kelly. No. Pull a Susan Smith. He was out of his mind. You know what, though, you guys, in all honesty, I feel like all of these arguments are too late. I mean, this is not what it's going to be about. If anything, it's just going to be about how he exactly did this and why. You know what I mean? But as far as taking any kind of a deal and it lessening anything or him getting more of something, I don't think so. In fact, I think it's far more plausible that it's an attempt to try to remove some of the heat from, the other person that we feel so strongly could have been involved. So, hey, Lahana, how's it going, girl? Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, if the new law doesn't scare you, you're probably not paying attention. I agree, Clary. Yeah, I agree. What's up? Hey, Emma J, how's it going? Bruce says Canada is better than USA on that, then thou shall not kill is the way to be. Yes, exactly, Bruce. You got it. New info coming out is going to be eradicated as well. Yeah, well, we're going to get it into the file, right? For those of us that have asked for permission to see it and stuff. Can really get every person who has ever known her on lockdown. Yeah, I don't know, Old Soul Maggie. I highly doubt it, but thanks for all the thumbs up, you guys. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I'd love to see more of you. We have a lot of interesting conversations here, and it's a very open platform where you won't get attacked and you won't, you won't feel like bombarded if you have a difference of opinion. Deborah Perizzi says this is an unpopular opinion, but I think he just wants to come clean and tell the truth. We will know if what he says meshes with forensics and common sense. March 7th. Well, they ceased all testing and stuff forensically unless they've, recommenced that for some reason we don't know about. As far as I know, they stopped all the testing, Sorry, I'm Irish. I feel you the most. What? Driving too many crazy people. It's time we know. Yeah. Well, and perhaps that's exactly what's happened, Deborah, is that he is willing and ready to come clean about the acts of that evening. We won't necessarily know fully until March 7th, but I suspect that it's definitely to do with how he killed them and why. Thank you for the thumbs up, guys. Much love. Quinny Q, if it could give him more special things in prison, so I'm told his sentence won't change. But if he gives up substantial info on another person, he could get more visitation, etc. Perhaps, but I mean, isn't the visitation list more of an application form that you do for each individual person you'd like to see and spend time with, right? That's how it is, in most prisons that I've heard of. So I don't know if this would give him any special anything in prison. Denise Kozlowski. I think Nicole Kester was involved. And Chris is ready to talk now because he's pissed off because she hasn't bothered to deal with him at all. That could be, right? Perhaps, right? Trey Bay says, to be honest, it doesn't matter what he says. I won't believe him. Well, that's kind of where I'm at. It's like, what can we believe from him now after there's been so many freaking lies? I mean, I don't know. Do you think the girls were already dead when Shanann got home? No, I don't know, you guys. You know what I mean? There's just so many unanswers there that I'm not so sure. So I'm just going to run and grab a coffee. I'll be right back. Oh, thank you, Chica Chilled. You're such a sweetheart. Love you, honey. A lot of evidence is obviously not in the case. That discovery was nothing kind of thing. Well, there is a lot missing, but I think with good reason, right? So would not go see him just for him to come clean and clear his own mind, Quinny says. And he's not getting anything special. I don't think so either. I don't think he'd get anything special either. Hello, Audra. How are you? Hello, Anne. On the news station, they said authorities brought him a Gatorade. Interesting. Can you borrow my cat beard with glasses? No, thanks. April Tease, Steve Henry, really get in the wrong chat. Wait, what did Steve say? Hey, Lisa. So you don't have to worry about baby. It holds its breath. They pass out and start breathing again. Well, there's still the SID, sudden infant death syndrome, where they stop breathing and their brain just doesn't trigger them to breathe again, you know, and they pass away. I lost a sister like that. Oh my goodness, Nanya, come on. Karen Game says, could still be holding NK, and that's why we won't hear until 7th. Just a thought. Yeah, I don't know if it would have anything to do with her, in all honesty, you know? Might have nothing to do with the murders. Holy shoot. Good one, Clary. Damn, lick that wrench. She just kiboshed the whole wrench. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Did you guys all see that too? All at once, just boom. Ah, that's hilarious. I mean, then like the whole page filled up. I was like, oh, this is holy. That's great. It's okay if you don't like me. Please don't join me if you don't like me. Because honestly, I don't really care. I'm happy and content in my own skin and self that I don't seek I don't seek everybody's approval. Of course, I want to do well and I want to do what's right and I want to live on the right side of life. But hey, I'm a sinner and I get mad and I throw my fists sometimes too. So whatever. We're freaking we're human, right? It doesn't really matter. It really doesn't. You don't have to like me, but you don't have to be here. So I'll just ban you from my channel. I don't really need it's actually not even stressful. It's just like as if people take the time out of their lives to do that. Like, have you nothing better to do? Whatever. It's not my call. Oh boy. You just got to click on the three dots. So she is hella quick though. You're gonna have to get on it to it's like a race, right? But she usually owns the race like every single time. We'll ban this one too. Yeah, no, you're not gonna take my smile away. Not gonna affect me. Good job, right? Wait, it's going too fast. I need to pause it in order to get up here. We're just gonna ban this one and this one and this one. Dun, dun, dun. We'll just go through them all. I'm on it. I'm on it. Oh, love it. Love it. Love it. Hi, Doris. Love you too. Love it. And this one. Pretty soon I'll need 2 pages just to hold all the bullshit. Whatever, though. Moving right along. Hey, you guys, I wanted to share another really cute story that I found. It involves a little girl. She's about 9 years old now, but her name is Versavia. She's from Russia. A little girl born with a heart on the outside of her chest. So instead of it being inside the rib cage, it's actually on the outside. And so, like, she has to be super careful, school and whatever, right? Because if she trips and falls on something or whatever, it could really be devastatingly huge for damage. But like, so inspiring. Her and her mom have just done all kinds of things all around the world together. Um, Her last name is Boren. And she's just an amazing little girl that she's got so much courage and strength. She's so beautiful. Oh my gosh, this girl. Both her and her mother are just gorgeous. So of course they've done like little modeling together and stuff. They just look so beautiful. They really seriously are just gorgeous. So I wanted to share, yeah, I couldn't believe it, Kara, honestly. And I mean, the girl does still all kinds of things in her life, like all kinds of activities. And she seriously is just an amazing little girl. So you'll have to go search her on Google. You will not have trouble finding her, but she is such an inspiration of, embracing diversity and running with it. You know what I mean? Um, so surgery's been a little bit impossible at this point, but I mean, In my opinion, it's not going to be forever. I think that one day there'll be something that will, work and help her. And um, yeah, she's a strong girl, man. I'm just watching. I'm like, as I'm telling you guys this, I'm looking at her. She's working out. She's swimming. She's doing all kinds of activities. They're all over Instagram, Facebook. When she laughs at best, and it's just covered by a very thin sheet of skin. So, excuse me, she literally has to be careful all the time, you know? I don't know. I hope one day that they're able to get the surgery that they need. I'd love to be somebody who would help them, you know what I mean? What a bunch of losers. Seriously? Are you serious? Are we still going? They're relentless. Oh, wow. That is just so hilarious. That is hilarious. Wow, you guys are on it, racing. Love it. Hey, Wendy. Hi, Norma. You love my laugh. Sorry if I missed you saying hi before you got here. Toronto, you love the laugh. I think it's hilarious. Honestly, hilarious. Love it. They don't even have time to say what they want to say or try to be insulting. It's like, bye, but bye, bye. Oh, boy. Now we're going to block that one too because you're just useless, in my opinion. Useless. Useless. Bye. Bye-bye. Ah. No, I don't think so. Regardless, we're going to block all the accounts. They can spend their time going and remaking all 60 accounts and then redoing it again tomorrow. And we'll have this fun again. If you're enjoying it, throw up a like sign and don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Hit that bell for a notification because you don't want to miss anything. Oh, too funny. Here we go for another one. Hang on. Unclick that. And then just block this one. Yeah, too funny. I don't know if that's what that means though, Heather. Yeah, laugh at the losers. Double L. It's LL time. Laughing at losers. But seriously, nothing better. Nothing better to do. But I can't even believe the strength of this little girl. Like, I think that's just outstanding that, at her age, her and her mother can use this adversity, to reach out to the world, and make some good things happen with it. When you do that, all I hear is Ms. Frizzle from the Magic School Bus. Aw, well, I didn't know. Sorry. Too funny. Enjoyable? Well, yeah. Am I serious? For what, Clary, honey? Oh, about doing it all over again? um, Dee Dee, we can just remove you, hun, as a mod. It's okay. It does take a certain type of skill and time and energy, so it's no big deal. What the frick are you talking about, Bruce? Seriously. What are you talking about? I'm going to find your other message if there if even is one. We love Sherry is your other message. And then your next message says, I'm tracing it right there now. I'll have the home address soon. Then I'll send people to their home. You fight evil with evil. Like, what? What are you talking about? Do, 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 do. I'm just blocking them though from the channel, you know. I'll just keep blocking them until I have my peace and quiet because nobody's going to steal that away from me. I walk through the valley with the shadow of death and I fear no evil. Like, I mean, really. God's honest truth. Do, 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 do. Oops. There we go. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. It's okay, Dee Dee. I'm sorry. I know. Well, I'm just trying to block them, girl. Sorry. All right, 1 hour, 6 minutes in. Mm. Good job, Laura. Well, you know, so far for what I wanted to do for this live, you guys, which was give you the timeline on the disclosure document for Chris Watt's case. You love my laugh 11, bravo. Thank you. Don't forget to throw up a like sign and subscribe. You're new, I'm sure. Someone obsessed with me? Nah. But so I wanted to give you the timeline of the disclosure document so you could have sort of a quick breakdown in chronological order, in a sense, as according to pages, so that if you were looking for certain information, you were able to find that, you know, in order and quickly in order to examine it and review it. I'm not sure how many of you guys have gone over to Toadies yet, the app that I've signed up with, and come and join me. It's like 1 token to message me and we talk instantly. So please come say hi. I hope you guys all sign up, you know? Rumors by Timex Social Club. What are you talking about, Lupe Melendez? So I firstly wanted to go through the timeline, and then I also wanted to discuss what information is coming out on March 7th, you know, so that we can just discuss it and talk about it together. There's a lot of you guys that have sent messages though, wondering, you know, if this is going to be new info or old info and all that kind of stuff. So we will definitely all dive through it very, very soon, you know. And in my opinion, it's going to be the reasons why, and it's going to be how, you know, we're going to understand a little bit more what happened that night, you know. You know, you're pretty stupid to go ahead and put your name on as I kill cops, because you're going to be like flagged instantly. Did you guys know that that shit gets reported instantly? Very stupid. But I can see that you live in the world of stupidity because you keep doing it. So too funny. You need yelling at tea. Why? No. We're waiting. Good job, Shelly. Seriously, good job. And they have bigger guns and toys. Parade hit other channels. I'm bugging the hell out. Hello, AIM. Who has an IQ of 4? Exactly. Yeah. Well, they're battling, with like a 94, so fuck 'em. That's how I see it. You yelled it at y'all? You're funny. Hello, Vincina. Caped Crusader. Oh boy. Welcome. They hide behind the keyboard. I had a troll attack me until I finally got mad and told her how I felt. Haven't seen them on YouTube lately. That's funny, Lupe. I did that one time. Told them where to go and how to get there. The cavalry will take care of. Exactly. Locked and loaded. Love it. Oh boy. Nice. Good job, Bruce. Good job. Blocking a lot of them, reporting them. Yeah. I'll just remove them. Throws it down, right? You're into the spike mode now. Oh, throw it down. Throw it down. Get off your buttons. All right, all right, all right. Delete, move on. Yeah, exactly. Well, I really encourage you guys to go and check out the Versavia Bowrun girl. I mean, I think that her and her mom are really seriously, fighting something pretty sincerely. It's never been touched by the scientists either, kind of thing yet. It's all brand new, just like the operation of the man getting a brain change. I don't know if you guys heard about that. The very first man that got that operation, I think it was January 1st, 2018 kind of thing, But definitely inspiring to see that kind of strength in such a little girl. It really makes you self-evaluate with, whatever's going on in your life that you find, that you don't like or whatever. Compared to something like this, it almost seems insignificant, her courage and her strength to get through this and all the doctor's visits and everything, to try to fix something like that has been just taking a toll, right? I mean, that she's just a kid. So, she definitely is inspiring in my opinion, and I thought it was worth, a share in a sense so that you guys could hear about her story. She's the cutest name. I love that. Versavia. It's just so, so cute. She's just a beautiful little girl. I can't even say the hyphenated name. Goncharova? No, Goncharova? Um, yeah, it says in one of these articles here that like when she was born in Russia, they, told the parents to prepare for the worst kind of thing. And um, so she suffers from what's called thoracoabdominal syndrome or pathology of Cantrell, which affects just 5 in a million people. So interesting, right? I mean, seriously. To I would have been so worried, as her mom that she would fall down and scratch or hurt herself, right? As a little girl or young child, baby. You wouldn't be able to just let her lay, on her stomach and play kind of thing, I don't think. When she was born in Russia, the doctors didn't think she would even survive, and she sort of beat all odds, and she's nearing, it looks like, 10 years old. So, congrats for her little life, in my opinion. Yeah, they say that she could die if she were to fall, like, cuz obviously she could tear the skin or puncture the heart, right? So you can imagine how, gentle and how careful she would have had to have been throughout her life because of how fragile her heart, being on the outside of her chest, would be, right? It's not protected by the rib cage at all at that point. And in this one article, her mother says that she was getting really upset, that she thought her daughter is going to survive. She's a fighter. She's, stop telling me that she's going to die soon. And look, they're almost a decade later, and she's still fine and here. That's awesome. She's done some really, really cool photos all over Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that, guys. So I encourage you to give her a shout, check it out. Just hopped on. Hi, Carol. How are you doing? That would terrify the crap out of me, Lisa, right? Honestly, I would be so concerned, that if I wasn't watching or something, I turn my back and then something happens. I mean, oh my gosh. I can't even imagine. And but they're just gorgeous. They seriously are. What's her name? Her name is Versavia Boron. Yeah, how would she, yeah, exactly. You would have to be constantly holding her up because you wouldn't she wouldn't be able to learn as much based on her own. You know what I mean? She would have to have the assistance in order to not stumble and fall. Maybe learning in a jumper or something that's holding her up all the time, could have been an option, but they would have had to always be watching her so that she didn't fall down and puncture that, you know. Yeah, I don't think that she would have even been allowed on her stomach, in all honesty. You know how most people, when they have their babies, they lay them on their belly on the play mat on the floor, and they can play with new toys and grab at things and stuff. I don't think that that would have been able even possible with this little girl because of how it beats on the outside of her chest. Yeah, I thought that was just crazy. It would be imperative. Yeah, no tummy at all. I totally agree, Lisa. Because like even the smallest puncture, you would be like instantly in the emergency room, I'm sure. So Hey, Sheila, how's it going? It's TGIS. Thank God it's Sherry. Very true. You're subscribing? Thanks, Bruce. I hope you hit the like button before you head out the door, too. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you again next time. The tummy would strengthen the neck and stuff like that, and that's why, I don't want to say normal, but kids that don't have this, their heart on the outside of their chest can be put onto their stomachs. The rib cage is protecting all of that at that point, right? So there'd be no way that she would be able to just be placed on her stomach, because as she's laughing or coughing, it protrudes from her skin. You know what I mean? Hi, Anthony Mazzetti. Welcome. And we'll see you again later, Bruce, for sure. If you're going to be late, bring a note. Oh, you're so funny, Bruce. Too funny, right? Seriously. I know, Lupe. I know. I'll be right back, okay, folks? You're staying? Oh, I thought you were leaving because you were like, I'll see you later. Doing a live with my boobs in your face? What? I've literally only ever done like one video with my bra showing a little bit through a jacket out of close to 400 freaking videos. Like, I think that's pretty good, clean track record. Thanks, Lupe. Like, seriously. Hi, Mary Beth. What is mult? What's MULT? Your wife suffers from mult. What? Excuse me. Oh, you don't think he's referring to my boobs? You show respect for yourself? Yes, I do. If you don't have respect for yourself, how does anybody else have respect for you if you don't respect yourself? You know what I mean? And people do notice that. People notice the way you allow other people to treat you, and you know, people see the positivity and the negativity, and it's quite obvious. So he corrected it. Oh, and said MS. Oh, okay. Multiple sclerosis. All righty. Good evening, AL4N777. Yeah, today I'm having coffee, Bruce. Today is a coffee kind of day. If the multi-depression, what? I don't think so. I don't know about that. Tap into God more if you're suffering from depression. I swear to you guys, I would not be able to be sane with all the shit I deal with on a regular basis without God helping me. For real, though. I love that. True dat. True dat. Love it. Love it, Chica Chill. Sitting home, everyone enjoy the snow. Yeah. It's actually not a bad day today. Again, if you dress for the weather, it's really not that bad. So you do earn respect a little bit, but you also have it for yourself in order to demand it from other people. If you don't respect yourself, you're going to allow people to mistreat you, abuse you, talk down to you, insult you, and none of that is okay, right? So, I love it. Rise up. Amen. 1 cup of coffee and a Pepsi. Nice. For Rizzle, right? You're so cute, Chica Chill. Love it. Seriously, love it. You're wearing the color yellow all month long to support the multiple sclerosis. Nice. Hello, Bernard. Hervieux. Hervieux. I'm sure I said that right. Oh boy. So, what news do I have? I suspect that the news we're going to be getting on the 7th of March is going to be the reasons why and how Chris Watts killed his family, you know? No, that's true. You don't have to demand it. But I mean, if you have it for yourself, you're not going to allow somebody to mistreat you, right? It'll show in how you allow people to treat you. You know what I mean? Hello, Mr. Deep. Yeah, yeah. Exactly why when people disrespect me, I cut them loose. Yes, exactly. Exactly. I've walked away from more people than I can freaking count due to, you know, unreliability and, just honestly just not really genuinely being there for me, you know? It's pretty obvious sometimes when people have an ulterior agenda or motive, in the way that they hold their discussions with you and what you end up talking about. I look pretty dressed down. Well, thank you. Debacle. Cape Crusader, that was just an online friend from the other side of the world. So I'm sure he's still doing just fine. And he was Trinidadian. That's what he was. Hope we hear him admitting he hurt his children. Not even sure I want those details, though, just admitting it. Yeah, I totally understand. No, it's not a good reason, but I mean, at least we might have a little bit of understanding if he's talking truth, right? Took you 31 years to learn how to love and respect yourself, girl. It took me even longer. So don't even worry about it. The point is once you get there, there's really no going back. Honestly, once you realize what kind of level of respect you give yourself, it is owed and deserved to you by other people. It turns a whole nother page and puts you into a whole nother light, you know? So my channel is about true stories. So true crime, true missing people, true natural disasters, true survivors, um, true tips, tricks. Everything's true. So I ride on the side of truth. Hello, Stephanie Herb. That's okay, Clary. T'es chanceux, je vais laisser ça sur mon feed, Bernard. Lies so much he's going to have to show proof to make it what he says valuable. Yeah, perhaps, hey, Lupe? Perhaps, yeah. I live for the day. It's like Forrest says, life is like a box of chocolates. Totally, eh, Anthony? Totally. Rise up. I don't really want to hear how he fit the girls through the hatch. No, I don't think it's going to be, silly little details like that, folks, you know? Yeah, you saw the player flicked your wrench. Oh, shoot. You're funny. Learned today that Chris is called Rain Man by his coworkers. Yeah. Hey, hey, you know what, Bernard? You can take that shit somewhere else. Bye. Bye-bye. Don't undo something that you're not sure is a language you understand, because yeah, that person was trying to be rude in French, So you can take that elsewhere. Bye-bye. Yeah, it was the 8-inch hatch, but they weren't necessarily stuffed through there kind of thing, you guys. You know what I mean? But there were scratches on Bella's butt from it. They still were tiny, but like just sick, that he could do this to his own girls that he watched come into this world, that he helped raise, that he guided and, taught them new things, read books to them, bathed them, ate with them, routined with them, visited friends with them. Like, it's just, they had an entire freaking life. And it's just like brutal, that he could do that and follow through with that and put them like that into where he did, absolutely disgusting. He's just disgusting, for what he did, in my opinion. You're new. It's night. Welcome. Don't forget to hit the like sign and subscribe while you're here. Love to see more of you. Yeah, I don't know how he could do that, Carol. I feel like, yeah, just brutal. Aw, thank you, Mr. Deep. Thank you very much. Yeah, no, it's okay. That's why I was like, wait, 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 no, no, no. But I ended up just taking them out. Got you on your nerves, no doubt, eh, Clary? It's okay. You're allowed. It's okay. No, Lupe, there's no truth to that. Positive person. You know what, you guys? I have my days and moments of really not being so positive, but I'm trying to keep my head up, right? What other way is there to be other than the exact opposite? And I just think that too many people are down and putting down other people and being mean, and it's really for no need. Like it's unnecessary, you know. Shorten my name. I don't know, Chica Chilled. I've been having the true stories with Miss Sherry Weens for quite some time. I don't know if I'll be willing to change that right now, you know? I have a feeling that that's kind of my little trademark. It's on all my merchandise. I'm not going to go and change my name now. So hopefully you can maybe just, copy and paste it somewhere where you can quickly grab it from or something. There's got to be another solution other than me changing the entire thing, right? Because I really don't. I'm not going to do that. Lupe, I don't know. I have read all of that, and the only thing that was on them was the oil. So how can you switch that fact to gas all of a sudden? It doesn't make any sense. So no, I disagree. Bruce Wayne, you seem to be acting like an oddball to me. Sometimes you say a really good comment, other times you come out with just something so off the wall odd. I'm not sure what to think. Um, can you stop that, please? I don't know what else to ask you. Like, what are you doing? Thank you, Lupe. Hello, Hua. Much love from Finland. Welcome. Don't forget to subscribe while you're here and throw up a like sign. I appreciate the support. Lyra Dark Side of the Moon says, I think NK got word to Chris about the public's reaction to her, so he is going to try to clear her name, maybe. I wouldn't doubt if that is something that's going to try to come out and happen now. I really wouldn't doubt it. That's okay, Nick Carol. I have days like that too. Trust me. Bruce is good people. Okay, well, as long as yeah, like cuz some of his stuff just doesn't make any sense. I'm like, "What?" Like what was the comment where he wrote gas die something? Like what? Gas die gas pumper die? What the heck is that? What does that even mean? Like seriously. You know? Scene was talking about the autopsy, wasn't talking about the autopsy. Yeah, okay. I'm just like, it's just all mashed together. And I'm like, so you're talking about a movie, but we're talking about this. And, it just didn't fit. Talking to 14 people. Yeah. That's true too. That is very true too. You were at the casino last night, Carol? Did you win anything? He's quoting a movie? Well, I figured that out now, but I had no idea, and I was like, "But we're talking about the autopsy," and I'm like, "It's so crisscrossing." I'm like, "What's going on? What is he talking about?" Total opposites, Bruce. I yes. Nice, Carol. 400 bucks. Right on. That's awesome. Good for you. It's a group thing. Yeah, that's so cool. I don't think I've ever won that much. Sheesh. Most I've ever won is like 100 bucks. Different combos going on. I know, right? I'm like, darn it all, but I thought it was at me, so I'm like crossing it all, crisscrossing it all. Of course I am. You're out of here, Hike. I'm out. Glad I dropped in. I wish you all peace, health, wealth, happiness. Awesome. Unto you. Peace, wealth, health, happiness. Love the Hard Rock in Atlantic City. I've never been. Cool though. No, no bones were broken. And it was said so in the autopsy for both the kids. So, hello, Julia Time. Nice profile picture, girl. Looking good. Yeah, no, Lupe, like I literally actually read all pages individually. Meticulously went through the document, right? Thanks, Julia. You're real. Okay, Bruce. I trust that you're real. And Chica's vouched for you. She's been here fairly frequently, so I trust her judgment. You'll never say a peep again. What? Peep, peep. You love me? Yeah, well, I certainly do get some things like crisscross sometimes, especially in lives because it's like who's talking to who and what. Are we on the same page? No. Sometimes I'm on two totally different books with people. For real, though. It's happened with me and Clary. It's happened with me and Dee Dee. Oh, boy. Hey, Denise, you're waiting for it to come. I mailed it 2 days ago on Thursday. So you should get it soon. Mm. Well, she hasn't gotten it yet. I just mailed it. So she's just waiting for it to come. Gotta go, Heather? Okay, have a great day. Much love, girl. You're Scottish Irish, 6'3", 200 pounds, handsome and goofy. Cool. I'm just a shorty, 5'5". I missed the first comment. Oh, well, you're welcome, hun. Sorry. Excuse me. Wanted to thank you again for your bracelet. Well, you didn't get it yet because obviously I just shipped it or just sent it. So I can't wait for you to get it. When you do, though, definitely let me know. Clary. Mm. No, unfortunately, Anthony, I don't. Oh, there's people riding around on bikes outside for crying out loud. Must be nice out. I gotta go pick up a few things. You're only 5'1", Karen Game? No way. What's it like down there? I'm just kidding. Too funny. I always say good things come in small packages. So, I mean, I'm good with being short. 5 even. Nice. Very nice. That's too bad she can't walk anymore, Anthony. It doesn't look freezing here. Super nice out. Tiny, yeah, no doubt, yeah. All my 7 kids take the Mikey. What? Mickey? Oh, Mickey, like Mickey Mouse. You're shorter, Christine, 4'11". Yeah, she takes the cake, you guys. She owns it right now. You're okay. Lisa's mom's 4'11". Just tiny, 97 pounds. Denise, you're also 4'11". Tammy, you don't live in Michigan? What are you talking about? I'm so confused. When did I say that? I didn't. Oh boy. Dominique Z is 4'11" too. Wow. Well, you guys are making me feel tall now. I've always been like I always felt like I was so short, but I'm with you, Clary. I'm like 5'5", honey. Too many shorties. Yeah, you're funny. You can never have too many short people all around. Whoop, whoop. Raise the roof. You said it's warm there. It's not here. Oh, okay, Tammy. Get out of here, pink dolphins. 3-3. No way. Really? Oh, shoot. I'm so glad that my buttons work finally. So I'm 5'5". Yes, Carol. Okay, goodbye. I'll be right back. Seriously. I need to lose some buttons again. I'm sorry. Oh boy. Ah, provide the timeline. Yeah, I don't know. I think he's probably more going to explain a little bit why and what happened that night. I think he'll go into detail a little bit more. Yeah, I sometimes feel a little bit bad too. So I'm not glad she got her buttons back. Oh man. Sorry. Mhm. Hey, bad bitch. Haven't seen you for a while. How you doing, girl? Welcome back for sure. All right, talk to you later, Anthony. I think I'm the shortest person in my family too. Well, guys, it's been really nice hanging out and chatting. I don't know. Right, Lisa? I was like wondering how many people are really watching the screen right now? Are they going to see my fish lips? Oh boy. Give details to break up his dull days and maybe a cup of coffee. Yeah, who knows, eh? I don't know. Yeah, we'll find out, on the 7th. Stephanie Erb says, could the injuries to Bella's face be caused by being shoved in the oil tank and not from suffocation? Well, the way the coroner explained it was, the manual pressing over her mouth, was what she'd fought back against and bit her tongue and stuff. So I don't think that that could be something that happened through being put into the oil tank, but I guess we'll find out because the coroner's report mentioned that all of them, passed due to asphyxiation, right? St. Bernard is the tallest in your Sheltie and shortest. Sheltie is your shortest. Nice. Hide. Yeah, hide comment and user. Oh. No, we know. Yeah. Glad you came across my YouTube channel and brilliant. You're so sweet, Karen Game. Thank you. That's awesome. I appreciate the support and the kind words of encouragement and, joining me for chats. And yes, Christine, you have a wonderful day. I hope your daughter's safe in her job while she's serving her country. I hope that you guys are still able to communicate regularly. How's that going? Is it good or is she safe? From across the pond. What do you mean when you say that, Karen Game? What do you mean? Across what pond? What are you talking about? Are you literally talking about in where I live, in the little small town that I live, or what? Like, just be honest and upfront, Oh, in England. Oh, for crying out loud. So I'm in Canada. I think it's a little bit more than a pond that's between us. Very cute, though. The point of my channel is to share true stories, experiences, uplift each other, empower each other. And yeah, enjoy each other's company, So sit back. It'll help my back. Lyra, Dark Side of the Moon. You're in Ireland? Cool. No, I'm in Canada. I'm in Canada, Karen. No, I did not. Well, I have a nice group. Yeah, I think it's a really nice, well-rounded group. We have a lot of, different men, women, different nationalities, different ages. It's pretty well-rounded, in my opinion, and everybody's welcome. Everybody's, everybody's welcome. It doesn't matter, who you are or what you are in life, what you do. It honestly, I am one of the most non-judgmental people that I have personally ever met myself. In all honesty, you know what I mean? I just feel like there's better things to do in life than sit around pointing the finger and judging people on how they're choosing to live their lives or what they do in their extracurricular time or how they, go about their life. Everybody has their own choice to make, and nobody should be really sitting over there going, well, you're doing it wrong, or I'm doing it all right. You know what I mean? So she's safe. Right on, Christine. Susan, you're Canadian too? Ontario? Right on. Ontario's got that cold to the bone. I did speak about Chris Watts already, Shauna Bay. Actually, we're just about to wrap things up. This is pretty much the end of our live show. We're just kind of saying our goodbyes and our final comments, and No judgment. Exactly. I literally have a million other things better in life that I can do. And I'm a firm believer that when you judge somebody, there's three fingers pointing back at you, judging you, you know? So live how you want to live. I choose to live in that way of not judging people. I really don't care what people do with their life. I worry sometimes that playing with fire and having like a double life where something is secretive could be detrimental to you personally, but it's not my decision to make of what people do with themselves and how they do it. All I can do is say, like to be careful, like what, be aware and keep yourself safe and try to stay positive, but don't let people get to you, because what they think and what they feel about you, it should have no bearing on how you continue to live your life and what you do in life. You know what I mean? If you care about what other people think about you all the time, you're probably never going to try new things or, put yourself out there at all. And I think it's important to, maintain who we are in our individualism, you know? And to embrace our indifferences. I think diversity strengthens us. I've said that before, you know? So I hope that I've encouraged you guys to, own your own creativity and be yourselves and have your own self-respect and love for yourself, right? I think that kind of stuff is important, if you don't love yourself and you don't respect yourself, how is anybody else going to do that for you? You set the boundaries, you set the lines of what is okay and what is not okay. So yes, I hope you guys have a great weekend. I love all of you guys. Thank you so much for coming to the live and hanging out. And I hope you enjoyed the positivity and just the strengthening of coming together and feeling welcome on one platform. If you did, you can throw up a like sign and don't forget to subscribe. I'd love to see more of you guys. So we'll see you again soon. We'll be back on Tuesday. And I think I'm going to stick to like a 2 p.m. type of deal. You know what I mean? I think I'm going to just put my 2 live shows at the same time both days. That way nobody's confused as to when it starts, when it stops. If we're going by Central Standard Time, 2 p.m. for Tuesdays and Saturdays is the regular live shows. So that's what time I'm going to do them for. And I hope to see everybody come back and come and say hi. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe. And we'll see you again soon. I'll leave the chat open for those that want to continue chatting for a little while. Okay. Love you guys. Bye for now. Do, 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 do.